The way to elongate muscles, rather than think of stretching them, is to work them eccentrically. Essentially, there's often no actual contracture in the muscle. However, the muscle will hold within the range that it is trained to hold. And for many people, a tight muscle is actually simply an untrained muscle, untrained for the additional range that it could actually work within. We're going to do a little bit of a demonstration of that. So I'm going to do a little demonstration of that around the pectoralis chest muscles. If I take my hands to here and lower them out at approximately a 45-degree angle to my head, I reach a limitation around here. There's certainly a tension through the front of my shoulders and the front of my chest. Now, lowering my arms from this position, lying down out like this, means my pectoralis majors have to hold the shoulders and the arms at the same time as they elongate through the movement, and then they need to draw the arms up again. So working in elongation or eccentrically, and working in shortening or concentrically. The training has to occur both ways, and that the muscle is trained to do the work is signalled by the smoothness of the control that you can bring to it. Also, pay a little attention to what else happens in the body as you're doing this. I observe a little low back muscle activity kicking in as I lift my arms back up. So I can wonder about this. I can wonder about why are the low back muscles kicking in a kind of an obvious way as I'm bringing my arms back up. Is there a way that my body can do this without those back muscles kicking in that way? So we might presume that the low back muscles are having some kind of a counter effect, a stabilizing effect on the movement. And each time we're doing it, we're just going with those arms out to where we're still holding with the pectoralis muscles, but we're aware of the tension at that limitation. Now, it may be that over time the muscle is indeed somewhat contracted, or the fascial tissue around it or through it. And some of that will be an elasticness that can be brought into play as well. Sometimes there may need to be an actual growing of additional lengths of tissue. As I'm going along, I'm aware that now, apart from my back muscles, although they're not as active as when I started, there are other kinds of strains setting in around the backs of my shoulders, and there seems to be a limitation at my shoulder blades running in towards my thoracic spine. I feel that there's a little painful stretch down the inner part of my right arm. An unusual kind of a pain, which I know from experience is again created by a neural tension, a nerve tension in that arm. I'm going to be sure not to create any additional strain where that pain is concerned. And it's only a mild pain, but easy enough I've just noticed for it to jump up from a 1 to about a 3. I just let that shoulder go a bit further. And so I'm keeping it right down. So with what I would consider a 2 out of 10 pain, just a discomfort, just an experience of that there is the resistance there. And I'm going to relax now and check out how my body feels. And that'll be all for that for today. I'll come back to that routinely now until I feel that there is kind of an easy movement with a natural kind of resistance and hopefully no pain through it. We'll see over time.